Hello friends, this is Coldrun. Welcome back to a blind playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV's Dawntrail expansion, where the new patch has dropped, and usually I start with the MSQ, but I think I'm going to start actually with the raid series with the Arcadion stuff. This is for patch 7.2, I think? Souls Under Siege. Yana's face lights up at the sight of you. Hey Kakusha, you're just the person I wanted to see. Cruiserweight matches have yet to begin, but Nayuni and I have made some breakthroughs in our research about psychonekrosis. Come inside, we'll tell you what we've learned. Yeah, I figure this is the more time-sensitive thing in that the experience of doing this in the raids in the first week, or the trials, I don't know what you call them, I think raids, right? The experience of doing the raids in the first week is significantly different than doing it later on, and I wanted to try that. Maybe it's even too late, but I don't think so. I love this gym. Before diving into the details, perhaps a refresher is in order. It's a rather complicated affair after all. Thank you for the catch-up you're about to give. You had barely been crowned champion of the light heavyweight division before our sister, Eutrope. Eutrope? I don't remember what I ended up calling it. I'm gonna go with Eutrope. Challenged you. She was intent on claiming your soul as a means to cure psychonekrosis. The illness appears to afflict those who use feral souls to an excessive degree, such as Arcadion fighters. It's funny, I actually didn't need this catch-up. I appreciate it, but I actually, well, to be fair, I also didn't, I only played this relatively recently. We learned from Eutrope, God, I'm good, I don't know, that the immortalized, who we thought lived in luxury in the upper levels, are actually dead, taken by the disease. Nayuni. Since that revelation, we've looked for alternative ways to cure psychonekrosis, and we finally have some news to share. This is the sister, right? Yana. It's all thanks to Nayuni. Like Eutrope, she has a sense for electrope. That's why I ended up calling her Eutrope, not Eutrope, because electrope. She has a sense for electrope technology. She's learned to do all sorts of things from tinkering on her own. Oh, Yana, don't give her the wrong idea. It's the people of Oblivion that we have to thank for our discoveries. I had attempted to access Everkeep's core information on systems for information on souls, you see. Aren't you like 3 years old? Unsurprisingly, I failed. What's more, in Oblivion, like no kid taught. Well, no, I guess they're saying she's like 13, 12, maybe. She doesn't like, even like 10 maybe 10 or 11 maybe? I don't know. Or in like the human equivalent. I don't know what cat years are. What's more, an Oblivion member who was monitoring unauthorized access found me. She took me to task, scolding me to never again do something so reckless. When I explained our predicament, however, she kindly shared research data. Research data Oblivion had acquired from Origenics. The data was quite difficult to parse, but I managed to find some relevant information. Namely, that the military was well aware of psychonekrosis, having also sought to utilize feral souls. Furthermore, they had developed a method to identify the presence of the affliction. That brings us to our next move. Now that we're privy to this method, we feel that we should use it to diagnose other fighters. They deserve to know if they're ill. Agreed. Yeah, it isn't right to leave them ignorant. Glad you agree. I can't sit idly by knowing they might die. As Metem warned us, the President doesn't take kindly to those who get in his way. He'd be extremely unimpressed if we revealed the secret to those you've yet to fight and cause their withdrawal. Of course, you're still liable to incur the President's ire by becoming Grand Champion and releasing all the souls in the repository, but we should avoid getting in his crosshairs for as long as we can. President's going to be the final boss, right? That's why I propose we approach only those fighters you've already bested. As they're barred from fighting for a time, it wouldn't have an immediate impact on the championship. There's still risks, however. Every time our fellow fighters use a feral soul, they bring themselves closer to psychonekrosis, including in a match against you. Yeah, it's a tough one to weigh. Love her eyes. And her hair, and her pretty much everything. Which is why it's important we tell them the truth as soon as possible, so we can stop that from happening for good. Knowing what the illness is... One of these fighters, by the way, the fight against me is going to be, like, the thing that pushes them over, that gives them full-blown psychonekrosis or whatever it Just something like that. The thing that if they hadn't fought me, they wouldn't, if I had warned them, they would have been okay or more okay. There's also probably fighters who will know about it but still think it's worth the risk. So one of them might rat us out, but I think that's absolutely worth it. Worth the risk. Knowing what the illness has done to Eutrope, it feels nothing less than personal. To begin with, let's reveal the truth to Honey. Despite being rivals, we're actually quite close. Just a moment while I call her. Wonder how she's going to act in real life. Not in her show persona. I guess we've seen that before. She's not super dissimilar, but we haven't seen her behind the scenes. With, like, in an individual setting, not against a potential competitor. She's busy as I expected, but can spare a moment for us. She's on her way here now. Is the honey sweet, or is the honey a bit salty at her loss? So what's this about, then? I hope it's as urgent as you say it is. Turns out she actually is taking this very seriously. My stars, you aren't serious, are you? Could I be afflicted as well? That's right, she's like a southern... Oh my heavens. There's a way to diagnose you. Regulators are designed to monitor the state of the wearer's soul. If we connect yours to a terminal, we can confirm whether there are signs of the disease. This has got to be a terrifying moment for anyone experiencing this. Why the focus on that? Because that's the thing she draws the souls from. Right. I think? Yeah. Please be at ease, Miss Honey. Your soul shows no signs of degradation. Oh, okay, good. Truly? Oh, what a relief. I shudder to imagine how I might be affected by such a dreadful disease. Are you going to stop fighting, though, or what? You're fine, too, I suppose. You joined the Arcadion well after I did, after all. Well, I haven't gotten any symptoms yet. Yana was so eager to prove herself, she utilized feral souls numerous times when training. So when I examined her, we found she's on the threshold of developing the disease. So she doesn't have it yet, at least. For mercy's sake, Yana, we're forbidden from training with feral souls. And knowing what I know now, I'd say it's because the president doesn't want us to die too early. It's bad for entertainment. Because you're, like, seeing through this. You're not like, oh, the president, let's tell the president, he might not know. Like, you're seeing through this. You see this for what it is. At any rate, neither of us should use feral souls again, which means we can't fight in the Arcadion anymore. Alright then, I'll retire. That was easier than I was expecting. Yeah, that was fast. I mean, she probably has a backup career as like just a pop personality. But really? I wasn't expecting you to decide so quickly. While I've graced countless magazine covers and concert stages, I've never shined so brightly as when I fought in the ring, it's true. It's a frigging song. But everything I've done was so that I could bask in the adoration of the people. I couldn't do that if I were dead now, could I? So I'll look for another avenue to apply my talents, and you can be sure that I'll succeed. After all, I'm Honeybee Lovely, the brightest star in the sky. You were like... Alright, you're not nearly as bright as Yana, and you're not nearly as bright as the horsewoman from... Or goat woman or horsewoman? The fourth one, the sister. But, you are pretty bright. Now then, I'm scheduled to appear in a she's amazing. They're all amazing. Like, I don't know if the bomb guy is amazing, but they're all pretty awesome. Now then, I'm scheduled to appear in a broadcast, so I must be on my way. Thank you for the warning, my dears. You're lifesavers. And I get that she is like an absolute like idol, major, wildly popular in the city. So yeah, she's got a good backup career to fall back on. She really is something, honey. Right, that leaves one other fighter I'd like to inform. The Brute Bomber, who you defeated to become light heavyweight champion. I don't know that he'll have a lot to fall back on in the same way. Yeah, we're not exactly friends, but I won't abandon him either. He's not likely to answer when called, though, so we'll need to visit him at his home in Residential Radius 911. At least I didn't get the... It's tougher as a heal, like... I mean, I know that heals can be popular, but it's... Finding something to do afterwards, it seems like it would be tougher. You're all so cute I could eat you up. He's got an aquarium. He's a big softie, isn't he? What an array of cats, though. Look at the Siamese. Yeah, he's just a big old friggin' softie. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. The Titanic eyes. Gentle man. Huh, why do they flock only to you? That's hardly fair. That's how it works. Well, these are my kittens. These are my kittens. If you don't like it, you can go back to your woman. Rub salt in the wound, will you? You know full well she left me. Who is Gentle Man? Come on, little ones, come to me. You have to play it cool. That man is Eutrope's... I mean, that's the champion of the cruiserweight division. Oh, the Gentle Man. This poses a problem. We can't reveal the truth with him here. That's a pretty awesome design he has, that jacket. The blazes are you doing here? You want to get your arses kicked? You are Kukushu, the unenhanced warrior, yes? That's me. The Howling Blade at your service. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope we have the chance to meet in the ring soon. So he's like the suave pretty boy. Pleasure's all mine. You'll be the whimpering blade when I'm finished with you. Nah, we'll save that for when people are actually paying to watch. The pleasure's all mine. I'm sure that's part of his game, too, though, is to disarm people. Lest you wonder, Oh, he's not wearing a regulator. I do not make a habit of wearing a regulator. My parents didn't believe in using them. And yet, Yana and her sisters were raised with similar values, as I recall, before adapting at Eutrope's insistence. Ah. However, I still use a regulator in battle like every fighter, except you. Yeah, he looks like he's straight out of Final Fantasy 15. I didn't know the two of you were friends. Surprised that a reviled heel like him and a beloved face like me get along? Truth is, we've known each other since childhood. We just can't seem to be rid of each other. I know this has only been out for a couple days, but I feel like there's already fan art of these two. We both couldn't fit into any of the jobs that were introduced to us and got up to all manner of mischief together. We would have likely carried on like that if the president of Ascension Arcadia hadn't come and taken us in. So you both feel like you owe something to him. That's going to make this tougher. Though it isn't easy being a fighter, we felt like it was our calling. Believe it or not, he used to be so shy he could hardly form a sentence. But when he became the Brute Bomber, it's as if he was reborn. Shut up, they don't need to know that. It's endearing as heck, and I like your turtleneck. Thinking back, we owe everything to the Arcadion, to the president. About that. That we do. Well, I've seen the kittens as I had intended, so I'll take my leave now. And if you tell Brute Bomber, he's probably going to tell Howling Blade, so that makes it even more complicated. Till next time, Kukushu. I wonder if his phase 2 transition will be like doing a heel turn. Like if he starts out as, you know, Hulk Hogan and then, you know, ends up as Hulk Hogan. So what do you want? You can't say, you know he'll share it. You're doing it anyway. That's why this is one of the reasons I love you, Yana. There's something you need to know. Lies, the president would never. I have the results of the examination. I'm afraid his soul already shows signs of psychonekrosis. What? That's nonsense. Ugh. Lucky for us that it's showing up right now. As the soul is eaten away, it loses its connection to the body, leading to bouts of intense dizziness. The early symptoms of the disease, that's like... There's a million types of things that kill wrestlers early, but if you're talking about like concussion symptoms, I mean, yeah, brain damage, like this is much true for football as wrestling, but you know, if left unchecked, the body will continue to weaken until... The Arcadion means a lot to you, I know. It means a lot to me too. But you need to retire, you're already ill. Until we can find a cure, the only way to prevent your condition from worsening is to stop fighting. Enough, I won't listen to any more of your nonsense. Get out of my sight. Yeah, I didn't expect him to be eavesdropping, but this is gonna complicate things, because he's gonna go to the president, so that's gonna blow the whistle on us early. I thought that was gonna only happen in like the next in the final series. We've done what we could. It's up to him what he does now. Let's go home. And the fact that he was waiting behind to listen tells me that he's probably not as... like that the face thing is probably just... kitten. The face thing is probably just the persona. Like he's probably a little shit for real, but we'll see. Or at least in the president's... very much in the president's pocket. Not only Eutrope, but the Brute Bomber too. We need to find a cure as soon as we can. According to Eutrope, the remedy is an infusion of an extremely dense soul. That's why she targeted you. The data from Origenic seems to support this. Though it was only a hypothesis, the researchers believed reinforcement from a dense soul could be an effective treatment, but this isn't the solution we seek. We'll find another way. I'll scour an ocean of data if I have to. For now, we got the cruiserweight division. For all her searching, Eutrope could only find the one cure. I mean, even finding one cure feels like lucky. Still, something about her actions doesn't sit right with me. The Eutrope I know wouldn't think to save herself at the cost of someone else's life. I can't help but feel that she's hiding something. Interesting. I was thinking that just... No, I was thinking like... Does she think... Does the Eutrope think that Yana's sick and now she's going to be extra desperate to like get a cure no matter what? I was just thinking it was the desperation of facing death that made her do something she wouldn't normally do, which is totally believable. But no, it sounds like there's something more. Hello? All right, understood. That was Metem. Cruiserweight matches are ready to begin, and he wants us to meet him in the green room. And best of luck with your match, Ms. Kakushu, and please be safe. Boisterous Binger. Ah, here at last. She's here. Oh, something. She's here at last. She's like the party rabbit. And we have a Gothafel, Defiant Damsel. That's better. This drab room was begging for a touch of color. Those two ghosts covered in blue paint. Love your work, by the way. A match with you is sure to be a font of inspiration. We're gonna get down, you and I. Oh, yes, we are. That's quite a dance. Metem. As you have surmised, they are your rivals in the cruiserweight division, and I understand you are already acquainted with the champion. I'm counting on you to captivate the audience once more with rousing combat and make the walls of Arcadion shake with excitement. So, who's the fourth one gonna be? I wonder. Because you got the Gothafel, you got the Boisterous Binger, and you got the Face, the Gentle Man. So who's the fourth? The fighters in this division are characters too, eh? But there's far more to them than their showmanship. As you already know, cruiserweight fighters utilize more potent feral souls. Their attacks pack a heavier punch, so you'll need to brace yourself and be fully prepared. We are not going to be fully prepared. We're going in blind as usual. Dancing King. Yana's eyes gleam with anticipation. Ready? Good. Let the unstoppable upstarts cruiserweight campaign begin. Are we going to get the intro screen like we usually do? Probably. Right, let's look at your first opponent. The Dancing King. Wasn't there a... No, I'm thinking of Honky Tonk Man from WWF. He uses a frog soul. The Verdant Reveler, Dancing Green. That's a good one for dancing. I wouldn't have put those together. He's a shameless playboy who loves partying the night away in pubs and clubs. Even his Arcadion bouts, he treats his parties where he's the center of attention. Using the soul of a terrible toad, he gains heightened physical prowess and seamlessly incorporates dance moves into combat. Victory will come down to how well you ride the rhythm. I have no rhythm, so I'm in trouble. Your best bet might be to treat the fight as a party as well. Let yourself go with the flow. You might just be surprised what follows. Now then, go and show that party animal that you've got moves of your own, and seize your first victory in the cruiserweight division. Pretty fast. It took a little bit of money. It was way more expensive to get up to 650 to get to the minimum item level than it had been usually. Look at Disco Stew over here. Not my type of music generally, but you know, I'm open. I can like new things. I can try new things.
He's young, he's stylish, and he knows all the moves. The soul of the party and the king of the dance floor, Dancing Green.
I'm surprised that the frog likes disco as opposed to hip-hop.
Are you ready to get down?
The Upstarts Cruiserweight campaign begins.
Do the hustle, that's right side. Okay.
That's struck square.
Beautiful. Oh, did someone got hit, I guess? Yeah.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
Two snap twist. Okay, so that side. The line attack, maybe? So double. Oh, shit.
We're just getting started. Keep
Four snap
grooving,
twist.
baby.
1, 2, maybe?
Dancing Green is pulling out all the stops with these.
I got hit by it anyway. I was a little bit too late in moving. Oh well.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
Funky floor, red and black. We want to stay on black, I guess. Yes. Oh, and we had to get out? I didn't see what was the indicator for that. Maybe a cast bar. Disco Infernal. Disco Infernal.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
Wait, do we want to bask in the spotlight
An
or we don't?
invitation to dance. How will the challenger respond?
Shit. What do I do? I have no idea. Consumed by the Disco Infernal and condemned to strike a groovy pose when the effect expires. Posing outside of the spotlight will result in damage taken. You have to follow the spotlight. Understood.
Come on, show me your moves!
Ride the waves. What is this? Alright, I see those going there. I got hit again. I saw what to do, but I was just a little bit late with it. Few snap twist. So it's that way. Oh no, it's wrong side. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Let's turn up the heat! Try to keep up now!
Arcadion Night Fever got Dancing Frogs doing what?
The fever's taken hold. Can the upstart keep up with Dancing Green?
Probably not. Some of them are showing left side, some of them are right. I don't
like there's no tomorrow.
I don't know what the difference is. There's some difference. I'm just gonna stay with the group because I have no idea what's going on. Oh! I see. No, I didn't see. There, and then we stay, and then we shift, and then we stay. Go. Yeah!
Let's finish with style.
I don't think I explained it, but I saw the left-right thing. I did catch that. That one I understood. Albeit too late.
Not bad, but I reckon you've got more in you.
Not much.
Back to it, dancers.
Frog Tourage. They spared no expense in creating names for this thing. So I see you back there. Okay. Gotcha. This is the safe zone. All right, right. Ah, shit.
Oh no, that was too much for the
How
challenger.
did you know there was going to be... all I saw was lines going to that side. How did you know it was going to be 3 that way and then a 4th to the other side? I missed that, any indication of that. We'll try this again, I guess. I don't know if you can have multiple people per spotlight. I hope you can.
The challenger's down. Is this the end?
Oh, no idea. No idea what to do there. No, I do know what to do there. Like, I just didn't... There was so much stuff going on, I couldn't focus on what the right thing was. Perfect the groove. Oh, God.
You're burning up the dance floor, baby.
Our flawless move... I have had 0 flawless moves. I've had a couple of moves where I didn't die.
Come
I think
on,
that's the best I can
show me your moves.
We got this. Is there going to be this mixed with other stuff? All right, so we're going to have to work our way back. There. Okay, we've solved one mechanic. We've solved another mechanic at least.
We're just getting started.
Keep snap this. How do we
grooving,
tell this? So I
baby.
understand one of them is this side. Nope. No idea. How do you tell the final one is going to be the other side? It looks like there's 3 blasts that go out. 2 on the first one. I don't know how you tell it's going to be 2 to 1, 2 on the right side, and then a final one there, as opposed to like 1 and then 2, or all 3 on one side. I just don't understand it.
bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
Okay. Alright, so we're looking for the safe zones. Safe zone is going to be in the middle. And then 2 snap twists, so we have to look at the safe zone over here. Wait, no, there's no... No, how did you tell? Wait, I thought I had to stay in the light. I'm confused now, because I thought I had to stay in the... No, I have 10 seconds before I have to stay in the light. Sure, okay. Ah...
Show us some
It's just there's so much
moves.
going on here. It just is it's gonna take me a few attempts to understand what to focus on at any given time. And we might get another of those attempts right now. No, we got a healer limit break if they use it. So we're gonna win this, but I'm gonna have to try this again to get some practice with it.
Yeah, baby! I feel the fever coming on again!
Well, we did it. And by we, I mean everyone else except me. Oh, man.
It's all over. Until next time.
Well fought, she said sarcastically. With this victory, you've proven yourself a force to be reckoned with in the cruiserweight division. Is that what I've proven? Is that what just happened? You're very kind. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice this some more. But I saw most of them. I do understand the mechanics at this point, but putting, like, I understand there was nothing I saw where, as I look back now, I don't know what it was asking me to do. No, that's not true. I don't understand the line thing, the 2-step thing. That we may have to try again. And maybe it is just like every, like, 2-step is 2 of them that way and then 1 the other way. 4-step is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 the other way. Maybe that's all it is. I do have to say how much I appreciate that this is a game where I can go into this unspoiled, utterly shit the bed, and still have a pretty good time with it and not worry about, like, that I'm destroying other people's fun. I think that speaks well to how the game is designed, to the difficulty level, and for the normal, and to the community, I think, as well. And to the fact that it's really hard to type on a PlayStation 5 controller. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for now. I'll take on the next one pretty shortly, and but I'll release it as a separate video for M2. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this as they come out, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.